here on December 20th, 2019. It's about 11 o'clock where I am on the East Coast. Cody won't be joining us tonight, and I remember we talked last week about he's going to be with some family, and I said I would still do the podcast show for all of our amazing people out there that are checking us out and keeping your motivational, creative skills going. So, sorry this video is a little late, but, party on. So, I just want to say hi, check in, see how you guys are doing, see how the holidays are treating you, see if things are, finding it difficult to still keep going while you have all the stuff going on you got to do with your family. Keeping it up with the visits and the traveling and shopping and all that good stuff, keeping it going. So here, Lazy Goblins, we're still giving a shot to keep ourselves productive as well. But that's one of the things we try to do is not overwhelm ourselves and understand that things happen, and that sometimes you just can't get it all done right away because we got other things going on. Just because Cody's here and I don't have a base, I'm going to move my microphone in a little bit. So you got to just keep kind of plugging away, get things going. I find that what I try to do is make sure that I set aside at least some time for myself, either in the morning, first thing, straight away when I get home from work, or after the day's done. So right now, for example, it's 11 o'clock. I had a really long day at work. Have had a fever the last couple of days. That's finally broken, but I still made sure I was like, okay, I got to give myself an hour. Now, I'm not trying to say that I'm like, ooh, look at me, I'm better than everyone because I'm working my butt out. No, that's not what this is about. It's just trying to say, while stuff happens, it's important to still try to stay true to what your dream is and what your drive is. And for me, it's like trying to get this game out that we're working on and trying to get to where this is my overall goal of where I'm working on this permanently, working from home. So it's like, okay, well, I had a really small fever, like 1.5, and just been really sick. But I've been feeling well enough. So last night, for example, I worked on it for the game for a while. Tonight I'm really tired, but I was like, okay, give myself an hour. It's just important to kind of set those goals for yourself. So that's not all I wanted to talk to you guys about. It's the holiday season, so you guys got to keep that going. And just try to find the time, make the time. But, I'm not here to just nag and give you guys all that stuff, But I don't have the chat open, so if you guys are in here trying to chat and ask questions, I apologize. Due to Cody not being here, we don't have that kind of, communication. He normally has Mixer up and everything else and posts on Twitter. But you guys just want to stop by, say hi, show you guys what's going on, show you guys how things are going, let you guys kind of know what's going on with us, and try to help keep you guys motivated and find that time with what's going on in your life. So I thought I'd show you guys, let's see if I can get this going here, a little bit of what's going on with us and the game, how that's coming. Let's see if I can stop that here and set this over to display 1. All right. So I kind of want to show you guys what was going on. This is what we got. This is the new, oh my goodness. I think maybe because I have two things going here. Maybe, let me see. Video capture. Should we delete that for now? Let's just go ahead and get rid of that for now. Yeah, sure. Alright, that probably works better. Nope, we're still having glitches. Okay, so everything's shutting down. Alright, so we're working on working on the game here. Did not expect this technical difficulty. Let me see if I can. Sorry, guys. Oh man, everything just happens sometimes. See if that happens. Let's add a display here. Technical stuff. Okay, cool. I can't move it around. I can't do anything. I don't know why. Normally this works just fine. So I probably have to shut everything down. It's probably some kind of glitch that I'm experiencing. I should have left everything alone. Oh man. Okay, so let's just go back. I'll talk with you guys can kind of see what's going on. I'm just doing some holiday little theme there. That's a little behind the scenes magic. Let's see if I can get this video capture device back down here. Let's see, that works. Okay, perfect. Okay, here I am. Let's go ahead and fit me to the screen here. Oh goodness, come on. Fit to screen. All right, there we are. We're back. So I guess apparently I can't work over here in Blender at the same time. Maybe it's a screen cap. I don't know what's going on. Or I crashed my entire computer. So anyways, we're just going with this now. So yeah. So happy holidays. Things happen. Technical stuff happens. I don't know what's going on. It does look like everything glitched on my Blender. Might have crashed. So let's see if I can get it to close. But oh, now I closed everything. I'm back. Okay. So yeah. Mostly the holidays, focusing, trying to give yourself that little bit of time, get things going, work on stuff. So that's kind of what I want to talk to you about. And just say, we're proud of you guys for doing what you're doing and keeping it going. It's tough, really, especially finding that time. And then, like I said, you're sick or something's going on. And just to try to find that motivation. And you don't always have to push yourself. I don't think it's a good idea to work yourself too much. And that's what we're about, It's like finding the time to do it within your schedule and with other things going on. But yeah, the game's coming along well. Cody's got a lot done. We fixed the levels. We were having some issues, some bugs that we found. We started play testing it ourselves a little bit, and we were finding that when you start the game on the phone, after like the first level or two, like the music would stop. We didn't know why, and we also found that sometimes you get stuck like rotation, like a loop on the levels. We also had to go in, and for some reason, all the characters got resized. The player character, like the spawner. So we had to go fix that. Some players were in the ground. A lot of the feedback we got from people was things were not bright enough, like the foreground was meshing too much into the background, so we fixed that too. So all in all, just trying to get a lot of stuff done to make things kind of more balanced and take the feedback that we got in the short time of testing, because our goal is hopefully to get no bugs when we launch, which hopefully should be before Christmas. Have no bugs, have everything run smoothly, and everyone can just kind of enjoy the game. We do have the 50 levels in there. We still have the characters that are currently in there, and I'm working on the next world. I've already gotten about, as I was trying to show you, 2 buildings done with some other fun little stuff. That's one of the things too. Sorry, I'm saying a lot. I'm just trying to fill the space because Cody's not here to bounce off. So, a lot of the things I was doing was definitely using my nice handy sketch here of kind of my idea of what I wanted to do and concept. Lots of references, kind of looking. Whenever I needed something, I would just look up what it was. So, for example, I've been looking up some holiday candy, trying to give this feel of like the holiday, Christmassy, gingerbread house type world, like fantasy type thing. We've also learned from the previous levels that certain little mistakes that we didn't really think about at the time, such as not really having platforms designed. So it was just kind of like cubes that we made for the game that would give us levels, or like to give us like different areas in the game we could put players. So now I'm going to make something a little different to actually have like a platform for the players to be on, just to kind of throw things off. And we're going to have different, so not the same obstacles. So we'll probably still have like the bouncy thing concept, just because that's a really fun concept to play around with. But we're going to probably have something else in the game too, like another type of hazard. So we have that going on. It's really, like I said, just helped me to sketch out something. As you can see, it's kind of loose, right? Like I didn't really go super detailed. I just wanted to make sure that I had an idea, a concept. I'm trying to stick with the 3 buildings, not trying to go over too much. Trying to give a lot of different variations of types of what we could do, make the buildings look a little different, even though they're going to be made out of the same structure, just because the gingerbread theme, and have different obstacles as well, like I said, and some more fun stuff like trees, stuff like that. Maybe some snow. See how I play with that. But yeah, it's mostly just been kind of playing around the game, seeing where we want to go with it, play testing the first 50 levels. And like we were talking about before, we were really hoping that the levels would be finished at the same time, right? But sometimes that doesn't happen, so we kind of had to adjust our plan. So that's kind of what we've been up to. Cody's been busy working on that stuff, getting a lot of nice stuff implemented for us. The share button's pretty cool. I've been using it, posting some stuff on Twitter myself. I'm trying to think anything else. other than you guys, I hope you guys are doing well and, keeping it going. We'd like to hear from you guys. So if you have, Twitter is a great place, our Discord channel, anything. I'm really working more on my Twitter. I'm getting on my Twitter a little bit more, trying to comment onto Lazy Goblin stuff. So if you guys comment on anything like that or have a question and you just do the, at Lazy Goblins, I might be able to get on there and answer. So just stuff like that. We're trying to keep it. We have new plans for the channel, what we want to do and accomplish. We're just really trying to push. And you guys know it's difficult when you're out there. You're trying to make things happen and get kind of what you're doing and get what you want to get done. And it can be trying on yourself, tiring. Sometimes you want to give up because you're still working your normal job and you're still kind of putting it out there and putting in all the effort. Then you have a family, if you have kids, anything like that. If you have a big social circle, you want to hang out with all your friends, stuff like that. It's difficult. But the fact that you're stopping by here, trying to get some help, trying to get some tips, trying to do all that stuff is not easy. And to keep doing it. And it is tiring, but that's what we're here for. We're tired. We're all tired. But if we help each other and motivate each other, that's what it's all about. Especially this time of year. It's all about kind of understanding that it's not just, there's a big world out there. We can all be a part of it and help each other and, help kind of guide each other. We can all learn. There's so much stuff, so many things that we can learn from each other and help each other grow and make things. And that's really what we want to do is with this community, and we want to help other people that are indie or getting started or anything else or ask questions and all that stuff. We can kind of do that. So one of the things that we're going to do next week, I think, in our podcast, we're going to talk about, because we're launching the game. So we may either do an early one. Cody and I were talking about possibly doing something with where we kind of live stream us launching the game, which is kind of hard to do because once you upload it into Android, it has to go through their checks to make sure it passes their inspections, and then they upload it, so we don't really have control over exactly the time frame it launches. But we thought it would still be fun because one of the things that we talked about this channel is going to be this portion, because we know we've done pools and we definitely want to do some more tips and more game dev stuff, and this is more like indie life and what it's like to be in the indie. So but we do want to focus on that as well. So that's one of our big goals for the beginning next year as well. We're both going to start kind of switching up. I'll do tips, he'll do tips because I do Blender. I just got some different designing software to help me with textures, so I was going to start learning that. But mostly it's an indie dev log, our podcast stuff, to kind of let you know our trials and tribulations of what's going on. I think that's right. I don't know. It sounded super smart, so I don't know. I feel like a genius right now. No, I don't. So, yeah, so mostly it's about the indie stuff, but we also want to get in game dev stuff and lifestyle. And that's why we show you on our indie part our processes. So one of the things we want to do was kind of show you and talk to you guys about implementing ads, how that goes, getting your game onto Android, what that really entails. Maybe Cody can show you guys some stuff, show you how to go through the process. Just because we know that stuff, we might do like a talk about it, and then he might do a tip video to show you guys a guide, a step-by-step guide on what to do, because that's like what I said, we're here for. We want you're on the journey with us of going through making a game, publishing it on mobile at this point in time, and then just growing it and keeping it going. So that's kind of what this is about. So that way other people, anybody that like us, like I have a normal job, 9 to 5, Cody's got contracts that he's doing, freelance stuff to try to pay his bills. So we're doing other things, but we're trying to show you guys how, no matter who you are, what skill level you are, because I love art, but I'm not the greatest, you can still do it. You just gotta go. It's mostly about being creative and just letting your mind kind of like really just have fun and say, okay, let's do this. I mean, if you think about all the stuff that's out there, right? Somebody had to think all that stuff up. Someone came up with that stuff. So, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to unleash my creativity. It's sometimes it can be difficult, but to because like I'll get an idea, but then to think about all the details and like all this other stuff, like if you have a planet and what's these alien races and how do you figure out all these races, that's like my mind just is like, okay, I had the idea of what happens, but all that other stuff. But that's, where you kind of have to talk to your friends, your community, whoever you're working with on a game or a project, or pitch it to someone, or talk to friends about, hey, I have this idea, I was thinking this and this, and like kind of look at their reactions. I love doing that stuff. When you talk to people, you're like, oh, so I was thinking about this, and they're kind of like, yeah, I don't know, or hey, didn't so and so do that? And then you're like, oh, yeah, or you can research, find out. So it's important to kind of get that stuff out there, and that's what we're all about. So we want to show you guys how going from people that really, we've worked on tons of games, we've done stuff, but we've never really released anything officially together as like we're launching this. So you're on the journey with us, But that's pretty much it. Mostly just want to say hi. I will definitely be on again before the holiday, before Christmas, just to say hi and all that good stuff. And other than that, I think it's, happy Star Wars Day. I know Star Wars was out yesterday, and so came out live yesterday. Hope everyone's enjoying it. I have not been able to see it yet because I had to work today and tomorrow, so I will be seeing it tomorrow night, however. So very excited and looking forward to it. If other people are as well, hope you guys enjoy it. And that's pretty much it. I don't know. I was going to try to show you. I don't know why my computer glitched out. I don't know what's going on. Don't know if it didn't, because I started trying to do something different, whereas like I was trying to do the display and the capture, so I don't know if having two, I'm there's lots of things we're still working on, but mostly it's just I wanted to make sure that our biggest goal for the new year is trying to make sure that if we tell you guys, hey, we're going to do a video on Friday, we do a video on Friday. And I'm one of these believers that if you say you want to do it as a New Year's, and you start thinking about it, right? Because at the end of the new year, or the beginning of the new year, starting to think about what is it you want to achieve maybe the following year, what you want to look at. So I thought, for me, I'm like, well, if that's what my goal is, why wait till next year? Let's just start it now and get a head start. Get the kinks out, roll things out, stuff like that. So that's what this is. I want to make sure that I no matter what, one of us, both of us, however, does a video on Fridays, because that's our big time video. And then we're just going to try to record tip videos, game dev logs, stuff like that. I'm trying to find a time for myself to do something like that. But if you can let us know kind of like exactly what you're looking for in the game dev log, like wanting to see us how we work, because we're going to have tip videos on Tuesdays. Hopefully, that's the plan. And I only say that because we're going to do tips. I just don't know if it's going to be Tuesdays work or if Wednesdays work better for our schedule or whatever, because Cody does the editing and stuff like that. So, but if there's anything specific you guys are looking for, because other game dev is mostly going to be like my process, me working, me getting up to get a water a whole bunch of times to procrastinate, just find like okay, oh crap, I forgot the matches to light my candle. I don't know why I have like a candle going with me when I work most of the time. I don't have it lit right now, but I don't know. I just that kind of get in the zone, put music on, my headphones or whatever, and kind of just fire away. The trick with that though is I've learned I can't really have the screen on to watch the video, because then I find myself purposely sidetracking myself and watching the video. So stuff like that. So we can talk about stuff like that. The tip videos is going to be mostly what I'm trying to learn in Blender. So far, this game is pretty simple in the sense of shapes. I have done characters, but I haven't rigged anything. The coolest thing I did was the what's that cool pin tool in Blender, where I can make the faces. So I could do a video on that to show you guys. I've kind of just shown you how it works, but that'd be kind of neat. Other than that, so anything specific you guys are looking for, questions, that's why we're also doing these kind of videos, because we're going to address a lot of stuff. Like I said, we're going to release the game together. We're going to show you guys how it is, putting ads in, getting all that stuff, getting your outline filled out, all that stuff, so that way you guys have that. And we're going to go through that together, and then we'll all watch it grow or stay the same or whatever. But then in the end of January, so basically 30 days from now almost, 40 I guess, but we're going to re-release again, but on Apple as well. So not re-release, we'll just add the new content that we've made. So we're just working on that. keeping it going, just, one day at a time. So I think that's about all I have for you guys. I know it's kind of a short podcast video, with my screen issue not being able to show you the level, and Cody not being here. Thought I would still just stop by and say hi. But that's also why it's a little shorter. But I hope you guys are having a great, safe Friday night, and hope you enjoy your holidays. We will be on again before Christmas, and we'll definitely be on at some point at New Year's. But until then, keep creating.